What's up, guys? Welcome back to Ape versus Monster. This is Manny, and I'm joined by.
Fredo.
And today we are reviewing The End of
And
Oak Street,
the end of Oak Street. What did you think
directed
about
by
the
J.J. Wait, who's the
Ab-
director?
is it J.J. Abrams? I kept hearing that.
It felt like J.J. Abrams to me, like
What
the
did
whole art style.
End of Oak Street director? So did you like it?
I thought it was all right. I thought overall, like, it was like a good for me. It was like a good family movie in a way. Like, if
Uh,
you're down for like a cool family movie, I feel like this is that's your avenue. Like, if you don't want to take it like too serious and just want like a light, fun-hearted movie, that's how I felt about it overall. Yeah.
yeah, I would agree. I definitely think that that was the theme. It's like a family movie. Uh, you see a family on like a family trying to deal with a situation, right? Like a big situation. uh
Yeah.
like a Honey I Shrunk the Kids type like I don't know, like you know what I
Like the
mean,
OG
like
Jumanji. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Jumanji. Yeah, yeah. So the director is David Robert Mitchell. The
Hmm.
producer was J.J. Abrams.
Oh,
um
okay.
the,
Interesting.
so he was the writer director, actually, David Robert Mitchell.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'm not too familiar with him. I don't know. Have
Me
you?
neither.
Let's see, what else has he done? But overall, I like this movie a lot, actually, Manny. I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, I thought it was really well done. I was definitely entertained the whole time. I'll say that.
Okay, okay. And that's where our views differ a bit. Definitely I found the movie to drag just a little bit. There's quite a few issues that I'm down to go over just here in a little bit, but yeah, for sure for me it was definitely like a 6 out of 10, like
Mm,
overall.
damn. I would say I would give it a 8. But tell me if you've heard any of these movies or if you've watched any of these, because I have not.
Okay.
It follows
Oh, I
under.
love that movie.
Yeah, that was the same
He
director.
he did that. Whoa, my God, dude, this guy's fucking dude, this guy's goated. He's
Ah,
fucking goated,
This
guys.
movie was this movie was good, bro. I'm telling you. I don't know. So, oh, what the
He
hell?
has range because this movie feels entirely different from It Follows. Like
You think?
music wise, cinematography wise, like everything about this movie was so different. And maybe I just don't know him that well to like pick up the similarities,
Mm,
but it felt so different than that movie. So
yeah.
good for him.
Well,
He's got range.
here's another more recent one. Under the Silver Lake. Have you watched that?
Mm-mm.
Mm, the myth
I've heard of it.
the myth of the America. They follow. I guess that's a show. Evergreen Pines, Virgin, Man Alive, and Magicians.
Okay. I
Yeah.
haven't seen or heard of on any of those.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, overall, I liked it a lot. But let's get into the review portion. So, everyone, as you know, our reviews are spoiler heavy. We're gonna get into the details and get very specific with it. So, if you haven't seen the movie and you care about not knowing what's gonna happen in the movie, here's your warning.
Yep.
So,
And then, so as per usual, let's go ahead and start our video with our routinely and daily national anthem. So, Fredo, if you,
oh
if you will,
Canada, my country,
Mexicanos
tease of
marchamos
the
unidos.
uh,
Uh,
Russia,
s-
Russia. I don't know, dude. I don't. I don't know any national anthems other than.
Other than the ones we spouted,
I don't think any of those are national anthems.
we're
Or
quadruple agents.
oh,
Well, oh,
quadruple.
Canada for sure.
Oh, Canada. No, did you say Pledge of
That's
Allegiance or national anthem? Did you?
I said national anthem.
Oh,
I
okay,
should
okay,
have said
okay.
Pledge of Allegiance though.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But yeah, no, but definitely pledge allegiance to uh End of Oak Street. It
David
was a good
Mitchell.
movie. David Mitchell, yeah. You make a good movie.
He
So
did. He does.
so okay. So I can tell you when the movie start. So first of all,
The
tra-
movie.
trailer. I was like, oh, this is gonna suck. I had no interest in this movie. Like it's like what? Well, oh, another dinosaur movie, a Jurassic Park wannabe. But low
Yeah.
key, it was more interesting than Jurassic. I mean, the latest Jurassic Parks. I mean, and I liked the latest Jurassic Parks. They weren't too bad. But this was somehow
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I liked that they I, oh, my battery's dying. I think I liked that they were um what do you call it? That the whole town was transported there. Like I feel like it gave it like more stakes, right, to the situation.
Yeah. It felt like a bigger event than just like a very personal event, which it was both, right? It was both a big a deal and
I
like not just the stakes weren't just the family. It was there was bigger stakes for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I liked the mise en scène. I liked so I guess it was set in 1982. At the end, you find out like what year is it? 1982. So like I loved that part of it. I liked how everybody was dressed. I liked the colors.
I agree.
Yeah,
Keep
and I
going.
I think that's what part of what made it so nice of a movie is that aesthetic and the
Hmm.
contrast or the this like what do you call it, perfect manicured lawn aesthetic against the
Yeah.
backdrop of of like this jungle and like uh big monsters essentially like
Yeah.
coming to take over your city or your town. I loved it. I loved it. Um
Yeah.
so yeah.
Hell yeah. I guess we should probably we're gonna start from the beginning, huh?
Sure. So the beginning, right? That's where we were. They are at a block party and right away the main things that you find out is that the daughter wants to go to college. She's a big Carl Sagan fan. She wants to go to
Yep.
Cornell.
She's
Um,
smarty pants.
she's a smarty pants. The the son, he's like what, 14, 12, something like that.
He's your
13.
typical 14-year-old boy trying to be cool, trying to hang
Right.
out with his friends.
And then
Yeah.
he had a dog and like the mom was like, "Why did you bring your dog?" And then he's like, "Dad said I could bring my dog." And then whose name is what? Starbuck.
Starbuck.
Starbuck. And overall you just that so they're setting the tone or the setting. You find out that the dad is, or it makes it seem like the dad is a workaholic, and then they have conflict, and then the kids are like, "Oh, dad is fighting,"
Mom and dad are fighting
mom and dad are
again.
fighting again, and this and that.
So so they've clearly established that they've been having issues for a while. This is a very dysfunctional family.
Oh, it was it. Would you? Okay, that's the whole thing, right? Would you say it's very dysfunctional? Because I didn't find it. I found it
I
to be pretty like typical family. You know?
you're right. It is a tip. That's the wrong way to put it. It is a typical family that's having big issues, but issues enough to the point where like the kids even start bringing up the divorce, word.
Oh,
You know
that.
what I mean?
Oh, is that what? So that's the main fear, right, of the kids.
Yeah.
And the main thing is that I felt like uh everybody would kept keeping, so secrets was a theme or a motif in this movie. Everybody seems to be keeping secrets.
Yeah.
The mom is keeping a secret that she's writing a book, and in the book, uh, the main character wants to leave, and it is just a story, but
Your subconscious comes through.
I mean, it's questionable, right? I believe that you can write a book and it's not about you, but I think it's hinted at that she does feel
If
that way.
Yeah, because of her visits with her editor, right? Her editor
Right.
kind of pokes at her about it. But yeah, that whole scene opens up. It's fantastic, like you said. Like it sets completely the mise en scene. You know exactly what time period it is. You see the cars, you see the clothes people wear, you hear the music playing.
Mhm.
It's a whole ass vibe. And you're right. There's a lot of juxtaposition. Like it seems like this perfect little family on the outside, and that's certainly what they're trying to present themselves as.
Mhm.
Because the mom and dad, go to the side, right, and they start like arguing
Right.
because the dad's like, "Oh, I gotta go work," and then the mom's like, "Oh, I thought you were gonna grill," and the dad's like, "No, you got it."
Yeah.
And then, which was kind of crappy of him, but also like, if he's bringing in
Well,
the dough, I guess whatever.
well, we find out later what's actually happening, right? Like
Yeah.
in her eyes, he doesn't need to work. He's just working for no like just because he wants extra money. And then, but in
Yeah.
reality, we find out that he lost his main source of income, and so that's why he's doing the odd side jobs. So,
Yeah.
so that leads me
So
to
everyone
the
has communication issues here.
well, that leads me to the next secret, which is he has that secret that he lost his job,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the boy has a secret that he broke some guy's arm.
Yeah. On
Eh,
accident.
uh,
It's clear that he didn't mean to break his arm, but still, dude, like you're a shithead for making him fall off a bike by throwing a stick through his wheel. Holy shit.
Yeah. I mean, in when they're having that conversation with his friends, they do talk about like, was it an accident? I mean, you did like, what did you think was gonna happen? You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
uh, and then I think, and then the daughter doesn't really have a secret, but she also does have like, I don't know if it's a
She
secret.
does have a secret.
Yeah, yeah. Like you kind of, I
Yeah.
mean, and it's hinted at again. It's not something that is blatant, but it does seem. I would think that it ended up being that she and the neighbor girl become a couple, or like they establish some kind of
Oh
relationship.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Stop. But
uh,
yeah, uh, yeah. So that's another secret. So everybody has a secret. Now the dog has a secret too. No,
it's
it's
also the
funny.
80s. The
The
dog
80s.
has a secret.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, he's secretly a fucking genius and the only competent person in this entire neighborhood. That's the
yeah.
dog's secret.
Well, the dog secret is that he's been seeing these dinosaurs. I'm partially playing, but I think he's actually seen some stuff. You know what I mean? Uh,
Before they come through to their
I
to the
mean, yeah, yeah. No,
okay.
the dog probably doesn't have a secret, but the family
He sees
definitely.
dino ghosts.
Yeah. S- So
Sorry.
no, you're good. You're good. You're good. I'm just trying to get back to. Okay, so that's the thing. There, everybody has secrets.
Yeah.
Uh, and then so that's yeah, that's the main thing. That from there the conflict starts. That uh, the kid sees a flash of light. The next morning they find a pile of dung in the neighbor finds which is like a nod to like Jurassic
Massive
Park, right? Like a massive like cow like not cow
pile
but
of
like
shit.
pile of, yeah. And so he blames them and because they've been having conflict or whatever, he blames the other
Yeah.
family. But obviously
Yeah,
it
they're
ends
having
up being
issues because their dog keeps running away, right? He's just like, if you don't tie that dog up or if you don't fix that dog, I'm gonna shoot him. So like this
yeah,
guy's like really angry at them.
yeah.
And basically I love Anne Hathaway's character. She's like no bullshit in this aspect. This part was cool. She goes up to him and she's like, my husband is too nice to tell you this, but if you lay a finger on my dog, I will personally burn your house down. Like I'm like, cool. She's no bullshit, bro. Like she defends her family. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I agree. She was a cool character. I've never really I mean, I can't say I've seen a ton of Anne Hathaway's movies. The ones I have seen lately were like this year. She was in a ton of movies this year. Like she was in this
Hmm.
one fudge, I don't know. It was like this art
No,
house film. I forgot what it's called. But
no way.
uh yeah, it was like Mother Mary. Did you hear about it?
No, never saw it or heard about.
It was
Is
pretty
it a horror
interesting.
movie?
Ah, no, no, not at all. Like it was like
Religious?
no, well, in partially I would say, but no, and then she was like a Lady Gaga character. So like the movie was like a lot of dialogue, right? And
Hmm.
I would say like I would say she had like a uh like the dialogue was interesting. It was very pretty deep, but the thing about it was I didn't care for like the scenes where she was supposed to be like amazing on stage because she was just very rather bland. But you know, because
Yeah,
like
yeah.
she's an actress. She's not Lady
She's not
Gaga.
a.
You know what I mean. But
Yeah.
but anyways, that movie. Then she was in Devil Wears Prada 2, and then I saw her in Odyssey. So she's been in like 4 movies this year. But this was like a very interesting take on her character because she was kind of like a badass. You know what I mean? It was cool to see her like that.
Yeah,
Um,
and I would say these are definitely for me. This is there's hints of like, oh, there is some redeemable qualities to these people here. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But
Y-
yeah,
Um, I don't know exactly like what your beef was with the people necessarily. Um,
for
I do think they were kind of bland. I get it, but
that's
like
what it mainly is for me. Yeah.
I still think that their motivation was like interesting. It was good. Like and even though there was character development even and the acting it made up for any like I don't think that their blandness was necessarily bad. It's more just like I think the blander a character is, it just serves your ability to kind of put yourself in their shoes. And I think in this context, that was kind of like the whole point. Like it wasn't a scary film, but it kind of is, right? Like if you're a kid, you might be kind of scared. Or like if you put yourself in that situation, if you put yourself in
Well,
that situation, it's pretty scary, right? Like okay, you live in Seattle or something, and then suddenly like the whole city is overrun by dinosaurs. Like that's an interesting premise,
yeah,
I think. But
yeah. It is an interesting premise. Yeah.
yeah. So anyway, we already talked about her book, and we talked about all the secrets. So we did. So one of the other things that hints at what's about to happen is that a plant shows up on the
Oh
editor
yeah, we didn't
lady.
really explain the poop,
Come again?
right?
Say
We
that
didn't
again.
really explain the poop. We didn't
Oh,
explain the poop.
oh well. I mean, the explanation is that it was a dinosaur poop, but it's
Yeah, it's like a
yeah.
massive pile of shit, like the size of a person, and the neighbor thinks that the neighbors, like their kids, like Ewan and Anne Hathaway's kids, did or pulled this prank on them and
Yeah.
overnight, and it's like, dude, how the heck would they even get that much amount of cow poop, and from where? This is
Well,
not a farmland community.
well, because it's like, what would the other explanation be? Like, you would never think that it's a dinosaur that just took a shit there. You know what I mean?
That's true. There is no explanation. You would definitely just be like, what the heck?
It
Like,
has to
what
be the neighbor
happened?
kids.
And then it also shows like there's a good showcase of like Ewan's character. What's the dad's name? I forget his name. But
I don't know. I'll look it up though. But continue.
so the neighbor has beef with them, and he's basically blaming the kids. And then Ewan's character immediately is like, "No, there's no way my family had
Mm,
anything to do with this, man. Like let's calm down." Like he handles it very well, actually.
yeah.
Like he's really good under conflict, is what I
He,
noticed with him.
he,
Like he has a cool head. The guy's losing his crap over this, right? He's like fully convinced it was them, and he's like, "Oh, if it wasn't your kids, then it was your wife." Like, throwing accusations like that.
yeah.
And then like any other husband, like not any other husband, but a lot of husbands would immediately be like, "All right, dude, like cut it out," and immediately just get aggressive. You know what I mean? And Ewan's like just laughing. He's just like, "No, man, there's no way. Like, dude, I'll help you clean it. Like, if it's such a huge deal, you know what? I'm here. And then I'll even get my kid to his son to go, and the son's like, "Dad, come on!" And then,
Yeah, and then
and then
she does mention like Anne Hathaway's character. Well, by the way, their last name is Platt, and then his name is Greg.
flat,
Yeah,
Rick.
his name is Greg.
Okay,
Hers is Denise,
okay,
Audrey, and Brian Platt. Um,
okay.
and the neighbor, what's the neighbor's lady? Oh, I don't see it.
It's like,
But she even mentioned because when she said it, I didn't really get like it kind of didn't make sense at that point when she said, "My husband is too has too good of a heart to tell you, but if you point if you even as much as point a gun at my dog's in the direction of my dog, I will burn your house down." So it's like she does
yeah,
mention that he has a really good heart or whatever, and I would agree. I think that's part of why when he does inevitably sacrifice
spoilers.
himself, yeah,
Yeah,
he gets killed. It was so impactful because he is such a nice character. He's a good dad. He clearly loves his family. He's a good parent. The way that he parents like Brian, when it's like, oh, I can smell the cigarettes on you, but he's not pushy. He seems understanding. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So he's a good character. So it was like he was the perfect sacrifice for that the film creators
He's the
made.
most likable character, man.
Yeah. That was intense. And yeah, and I didn't see it coming. I'm like, nobody's gonna die. Come on.
It
Yeah.
just because this movie is so like 80s, like family
Yeah.
movie 80s coded, and
Right.
nobody ever dies in those movies.
So it does.
So
You're right. That's part of what it is, and I think that's how it subverts that expectation that nobody's gonna die. But it also does little other things that I think other '80s movies wouldn't do. Like I think, uh, the son was looking at Playboy at one point. Um,
oh yeah, it's
the
yeah, it's weird. It's like there's adult things, and then but it feels like an 80s like family movie that would never have stuff like that in it.
yeah,
There's like gory deaths, not gory, but like
gory
pretty
enough,
bloody.
right? Yeah. Oh, like even when she found the editor in her house.
Yeah,
That was kind of like that was the first time that I was like, whoa, it's we're going there, because she had like a big
yeah.
chunk of
Her
like,
neck.
yeah, it was intense. It was pretty intense. I didn't see
Yeah,
it coming. I didn't expect that. Um,
yeah.
so yeah, so I
So
guess that leads us to like, okay, now there was a they woke up, they end up going out, so they get transported at this point, like a few, what was it, the next day during this storm, and they after the storm they lost power, they are freaking out because there's no water either, and
yeah, this is
so
the middle of the night, right?
yeah, and so, but I think in the morning they go out and look around, try to like the parents do,
Yeah.
and I think that's when they discover a dinosaur. Uh, do you know the name of the dinosaur, Mister? I love dinosaurs.
Oh shoot, that one? No, no, I
Plath,
have no
pl-
idea.
Plathosaurus, something like that. I don't know, some kind of dinosaur, right? And
Yeah.
they end up running away from it successfully, and that's when they go back to the
Oh,
house and
they
they
do the scenes, the cinematography, right? I have to, but sorry to butt in, but
no,
well, of
you're
them
right.
being chased by this
It's
thing,
my
like
favorite.
the
It's my
camera
favorite
shots.
thing.
Oh my God, so scary actually. Like I
Yeah.
did feel fear, like, oh my God, it's catching up to them. And then just this really realistic massive dinosaur just like stomping towards them and they're just like running like for their lives, trying to get back home. And this thing's like catching up
Yeah.
ever so slightly. I'm just like, oh man, this is done well. Like the suspense
It
here
it
is
reminded me
is
of, it reminded me of being a kid and watching Jurassic Park. I feel like that's what it felt like. Like when I was a
okay.
kid. Do you remember like because I don't know if I felt that with the new ones, but as a kid,
Nah, I mean neither.
Jurassic Park was scary. It was like it was kind of like, oh, they're being chased, and I don't know. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was great. It was really good. Amazing.
Amazing
Amazing
Spider-Man, bring it back.
Spider-Man.
Ah.
Hey. Okay. So they walk.
Sorry, we're autistic, guys. No.
Speak first. Speak for yourself.
It's
Well, maybe, but who knows? Amazing
we're,
Spider-Man.
yeah.
um.
So yeah, well, really well done shots of them being chased through the neighborhood. Super suspenseful. And yeah, they make it back home. The kids are getting distracted because they hear a beast, some sort of beast in the woods behind their house. So they're trying to go look at that. Their kids are at their, I mean, the parents show up, right? Greg and Denise, and they're like pounding on the front door. And they're
Oh
like,
yeah, yeah.
kids, kids. Audrey, Brian, like,
Oh,
let us in, let us in.
and that was suspenseful, man. I remember that. I'm like, all right, they're not gonna open the door. Where the fuck are these kids? But they get
Yeah,
in. They get in. They get in. Oh, in the
they
meantime,
do.
cause it starts with one dinosaur, right? And she shoots them, saving the dad, which pretty satisfying. I was pretty satisfied. Like I felt, oh, that's cool. She she
Yeah, shoots
she
him in the
sh-
leg. Starts
yeah.
limping. Yeah,
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 but then another one comes when they're at the door, so it's like, oh no, that one's fully normal, you know.
yeah.
So
That one's
anyway,
neurotypical.
so then they they
I'm sorry.
they so they end up so finally they go inside, and that's their moment where like, oh, what is going on, oh no, this and that, and I think that's when they try to run away. So they're establishing at this point this new world that they're in. They try to
Yeah.
run away and they cannot. They go one way, it's a dead end. They go another way, it's a dead end. They go a different way, it's a dead end. And then you
They're
see,
just there's just like endless jungle, right? At the end of
right,
every direction. In a
and
two
then
mile radius.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it does reveal at the end. What do you call it? Like it's probably CGI, right? But you see like a bird's eye view of the whole little town, or whatever you call it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it reveals, oh, they're stuck there. Cause until then, you don't really know what happened. Like in my mind, I figured either it was alien dinosaur invasion, or or like their little inch of town was overgrown, like on the sides by, what do you call it?
Uh,
Prehistoric
foliage.
jungles, foliage, and dinosaurs. So
Yeah.
that's when you realize, oh, it's not like that. It's that thing is now
They were
there.
transported.
Yeah, and they confirm it later, but I think at that point I still don't know what's going on, right? Uh,
Yeah. I think I knew from the trailer. I think the trailers fucking spoil that, but yeah.
Not for me. I don't. I had no idea. Dude, I'm telling you, this movie didn't seem interesting to me. I'm like, just another dinosaur movie. I'm like, oh, come
I
on.
was hooked from the trailers. Yeah, because I think the trailers do bring up that like they're transported back in time. That's like the whole deal.
Really?
But yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, oh, this could be good. And it was decent. But yeah. So there's that. Oh, here's my biggest complaint also. And this is prevalent throughout the entire film. All right. So when they go out to explore, Denise and Greg, it seems like nobody has any clue what the heck is going on. This whole
Mhm.
neighborhood is completely oblivious to like
Oh,
the fucking pterodactyls flying overhead and like the giant furry feathered dinosaurs and the freaking ankylosauruses. Like nobody like knows what's happening. I'm like, you guys don't hear any of that? Like, what's going on?
what
You
about
know?
what about the Elbosauruses?
The
Uh,
elbow sources?
no, no, I totally agree, man. That was my biggest thing too. At first, I was like, but I think the explanation is not that they're oblivious, is that they hadn't noticed yet. But you're right. How would they not notice? Like, didn't they also lose their power underwater? Like,
Yeah, you would think like in a normal situation, they would all go outside, right? And they'd be like, "Hey, do you have water?" "No, you?" Like in a
that's
normal neighborhood, that's exactly what would happen.
yeah,
You
that's
would they would
And I expected that to happen, and it didn't. You're right. It never happened. It was just like, yeah. I think
Yeah.
the way that I explained it to myself is that they were aware. It's just, you know, they all just kept to themselves. I don't know. They all
They're all just like, fuck it, we'll wait it out, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
They all just and then a lot of them died. That's the other thing, you know.
Yeah. When they finally get chased, you start to see the mayhem, right? Like
A
all
lot of
these
them,
dinosaurs.
yeah, a lot of them were dead. So that's the other way you can explain it. But I would
Yeah.
agree. That's a good. I would say that's a plot hole for sure. Like it doesn't really, or is it a plot hole or just like a
Maybe.
weak writing? But
Yeah.
they did what they want. Like to me, it was like I don't know. It made me think of like A Wrinkle in Time, where like shit is just kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like it's like where
Yeah.
things are not normal. You know, literally they've been transported back in time. Things are just not gonna make sense in general. That's how
Mm.
like you had the white picket fences, the perfectly manicured lawns, and I think that was the choice. Like they wanted to make that. They didn't want it to be like a uh end time like zombie movie like where they're in a desolate place. They wanted the contrast between like the perfect lawns and everybody looking like they're going to church. You know what I mean? Like it's Sunday before church.
Yeah.
Versus like the juxtaposition of like the dinosaurs and the jungles and like people getting killed uh kind of
Brutally.
savagely, brutally, yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of like it was a comedic choice in my opinion. Um,
Interesting.
yeah, and I would support that by saying there was a lot of comedy even within the film, like how they chose to depict two dinosaurs having sex. You know what I mean? And then she took like they decided to take a picture in front of it, stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so but
Sorry,
yeah, I
someone's been
mean,
calling me.
but I agree. I agree with you. I feel it. I see it. It did. I did question it, and it did bother me. I was like, when are they gonna like go seek their neighbors and be like, hey, what's going on? You know? And they never
Yeah.
did. They never did.
Hold on.
The closest we get to that is when they see the neighbor girl.
Right, right. And that's a
Mm.
little bit later on, right? Or is
Yeah,
that the next thing?
it's definitely later on, and then that's after he gets beat up by the brother of the guy who uh, whose leg or arm he broke.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the kids start running out, right? Because they see Starbucks. Starbucks ends up running away after they were transported.
Hmm.
They wake up in the morning, he's gone, and he was tied. He was tied to his doghouse.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, so he runs away, and the boy, what's his name, Brian?
Yeah.
Um, he notices he's gone, or he sees him. The dog's like barking, and then he ends up getting chased by that feathered dinosaur that was chasing their parents earlier, and so he runs off screen. And so he goes out, he sneaks out of the house. The plan was to stay hunkered down, but Brian's like, I gotta go get my dog.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, so in doing so, the sister Audrey notices he's leaving, and so she goes after him, and they end up running into one of their neighbors, who is the little girl who's she's like she goes to private school, right? She's like
Yeah. I think it's
they talk
Catholic
to her.
school.
Yeah, they talk.
It's debated whether or not she goes to Catholic school or something. Like I think it ends up being Catholic school, but yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they she's being attacked by one of those feathered dinosaurs, right?
Mm.
And the little boy has his bow and arrow with him
Oh,
because he
that's
was
so
thought he was gonna shoot
annoying,
his
bro.
dog.
Like so many times he tries to like, dude, come on. It just
Yeah, like bro, and then like it's the tiniest little like arrows. Like
yeah,
that's
yeah,
not gonna do anything, kid.
yeah.
Like But yeah, he doesn't even hit the damn dinosaur. Misses fucking both
Like
shots or
twice.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
And so the sister runs up and she has her pocket knife and she just straight up stabs that thing like in the tail or in the back or something like
Yeah.
that.
She was brave.
And yeah, she was. She's cool. And then the dinosaur ends up running off uh and they save her. But immediately after that, the little neighbor girl, the Catholic church schoolgirl, starts running away from them. And she's just like, leave me
That was
alone.
weird.
And,
That was
and I was
weird.
like, what the I'm like, they just saved your life. Like, why are you
She
running?
she was traumatized. You know, her parents had, you know, uh
uh, she
I
did
mean
go through all that, but
I
fuck,
mean it
that was
was
weird.
definitely weird, but I think in real life you would see something like that. You would, you know what I mean? But like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
don't know.
For me,
It was
it took me out for sure a little bit. I was like, what the heck?
I don't blame you. It did kind of take me out slightly, but I mean I it's fine. I was like, okay, like it was just they wanted that extra conflict, I guess, but they could have just as easily
Yeah.
just became friends right away. But
Right, right.
but yeah, they end up befriending her, and then when in the other
S-
side, the parents are looking for them. They come to a flock of like turtles or those ankylosaurs or whatever.
Oh yeah, those little baby ones, right? Or are they
Yeah,
babies?
I thought they were
They
I thought they were like turtle dinosaurs of some kind.
they
They,
were turtle dinosaurs. Yeah,
yeah,
that's what they were.
and they he
And they had the cute like bug eyes, bro. I was just like, oh my god, they're like adorable. They're like pugs. They're
so
ugly, but they're so cute.
back back to like the comic relief, right? At this point, they're like, should I just keep driving? You're like, try honking, try honk.
and
And then they're like,
the
oh, I'll
and
just
the
drive
mom's
around.
like,
Yeah, and they're like,
yeah, you want to honk right now? You want to lure every dinosaur within fucking what?
I know. That's what I thought. I was like, no, I probably, cause like I really had like for me, it really did pull me in, like immerse, like to like what would I do in that situation? I was like, yeah, you should
Yeah,
drive around. Like so, they drove around. Fuck a lawn, you know. At that point, like who cares? Uh,
yeah,
but
yeah.
then a different dinosaur pulls up, right, and like pushes them into a house, and it bursts
It's a
into
big boy, right? It's just not
yeah.
only any dinosaur. It's like a Spinosaurus from like Jurassic Park 3, except the design. That's another thing. I thought the dinosaurs could have looked cooler, but I think guess they were trying
Spinosaurus.
to go for. Yeah, I guess they were trying to go more. Yeah, it's a Spinosaurus. They were trying to get more realistic, I suppose, with their designs, which is
Maybe,
fine.
maybe. I saw someone on YouTube talk about the dinosaurs. He was not impressed. He seemed to be a. I think his channel. Oh, dude, I wish I had his channel name. But it was
He
like
hated the dinosaurs.
he. I don't think he hated the dinosaurs. He was just like, that's not very realistic. This dinosaur would die if it had that many feathers. It's huge.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, his name was like Dino. The name of his channel was literally like dinosaur something. But
Dinotistic.
no, oh, dude, dinosaur.
Dinautism.
Dude, what is his name? Okay, now I can't shout him out.
No, yeah, I'm
But
sorry.
but but no, it was cool because I'm like so just to your point about it being realistic, uh,
I
like
don't
it's
even know if that
I
was the right word. Yeah, because
well
they had feathers. That's why I said that.
well, yeah, and I would have thought that too until I saw that guy's that guy's like video. I was like, oh, okay. But I mean,
Yeah.
I liked it. Like, I don't think it needs to be real. I quite frankly don't believe in dinosaurs, so it doesn't even matter. So there you go.
Wait, like dead ass?
I mean, I find them questionable, but no, I probably they probably existed. You know,
Okay, okay.
you know.
All right. Damn, dude, that's like such a like Catholic point of view.
Not believing in dinosaurs.
Yeah, well, I guess it wasn't until recently. Anyways, we don't gotta get into that, guys. But
Well,
so yeah,
yeah.
so the Spinosaurus comes out from behind the bushes as they're driving around these little baby like turtle dinosaurs, and he just freaking immediately starts going towards them, and they're like, "Oh fuck!" and they like just hit it in reverse and they're trying to get away, but their car's stuck. They get
Mhm.
stuck on the lawn, which also makes no sense. How does your car get stuck on the lawn? It's a flat lawn. It's not muddy, whatever, you know.
Oh,
But
that.
anyways,
Okay, so I thought maybe that does happen, but you're right. Like, why would that happen? I'm like, okay, the mechanics. I did question the mechanics of that happening, but also I was like, well, I don't know. Maybe I thought maybe they had like the brake
they
on or
had the
some shit.
brake on.
I don't know,
Yeah,
dude. Okay, or
yeah.
like some. You gotta suspend some
This should,
disbelief.
this should, you have to suspend some disbelief. Yeah. That
Yeah.
and then
If
the
if you
dinosaur.
do that, it's a good movie. It's a
And
great
so the
movie.
Spinosaur, it's fun, dude.
Yeah, it's
Even
fun.
me, like,
Yeah, it is
yeah.
fun.
So the Spinosaurus like then continues to ram them and rams them straight through a fucking house,
And it
basically. And I thought they
blows
were gonna
up.
go like T-Rex with it. Yeah, after you gotta finish them off, and you know. Uh, and then in their house, I mean, then the car catches on fire because it's like flipped and been hit a few times, and they're inside of someone's house. And then this part was really cool too. Honestly, the dino scenes are sick. The Spinosaurus then proceeds to rip because the car's at like an angle, and the
Hmm.
top of the car is like this, so they're on the inside like scrunched up like where gravity allowed them to go on this side of the car. So Spinal comes on this side of the car, rips the door off with his mouth, and then proceeds to put his mouth through the door and is like trying to eat them, but he keeps getting his teeth stuck on like the top of the
Oh
car and
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. And so
That
his
was
tongue
gnarly.
comes out, and his tongue comes out and just starts like licking them, and I'm like, oh no. So
Yeah.
that was cool.
It was a good scene.
um
It was like, dude, get out of the car. Like, just go into the house. It took a little too long for me, but yeah.
and so I think they go out the passenger side door, jump out, he drags his wife out. And then what happens right after that? They're in the house, right? Oh yeah, and they start running out the back because they're just trying to get home to their
Yeah.
kids or some shit. So they run out the back, and then in doing so, they just let this dinosaur into this house, and there's like a cat there who's just been like chilling in his cat house. And
Hmm.
then and they free their neighbor's cat, so the cat now is out there roaming free in the wilderness,
Oh
ready to
yeah,
get
yeah,
eaten.
yeah. I did notice that.
That
I did
was the
notice
funny
that.
part too. Like just random cat. Like, we'll
Yeah.
set you free, buddy.
I
Um,
mean, it would have burned if it didn't, you know.
Escape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He was doomed. He's doomed either way. Well, we don't know. We never saw him. He could have
Yeah.
survived.
All of this to say that this is what they're doing when the other kids are doing like fighting crime or fighting crime. They're
Oh,
fighting the other
just
dinosaur and fighting the other neighbor girl, and like
yeah,
they meet each other, and they're like, oh, we found our neighbor, like I don't know, and so
yeah.
uh then they from there I think, oh, no, 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 I forgot the most important part. The parents find uh a wormhole. Is it a wormhole? Like,
Oh yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So they discovered they're about to go in it, but they're like, no, we gotta find the kids, and so
yeah.
then it
So
disappears.
Greg tells Denise because he's read her story, right? And this was like a huge point, right, that we didn't go
Mm,
over, but they had fought in earlier in the movie, where he brings up, I read your book, and clearly that book is about us. Like you want to leave this family.
yeah.
Like I'm doing everything to keep this family together, and it seems like you're doing everything to keep it apart. And that's like a big fight they have earlier, right?
Mm,
So in this moment, because of their trauma bonding, and everything they're going through, uh, Greg is then tells Denise, "Hey, just go through the wormhole, like, because they can see a vision of like their neighborhood through the portal or some sort of neighborhood, right? And they assume that it's a portal to their time, or at least to a time away from the Dino times.
mm,
And so yeah, he's like, Denise, just go through. Like it's fine. Like well, I'll meet you with the kids, or I'll get the kids and we'll get out of here. But you'll be
mm.
safe. And she's just like, no, I don't want to be anywhere without you. So this is where you get them starting to like. It's so well done, actually. The family drama Like
Hmm.
the way their issues start getting resolved, the way they're starting to work together because of the
Yeah.
dire circumstances and starting to work through their problems. That is so well done. I
Yeah,
will say
see,
that.
I'm glad you're coming around. I think
Yeah.
as you analyze it, you're like, maybe this movie is pretty good.
Yeah, I am coming around, dude. That's true. And and then also after that, they proceed to go try to find their kids. Their kids have the neighbor chick with them, and they end up going into a house, if if I'm not mistaken. And I think it's the neighbor kid's house, right? The the Catholic schoolgirl's house.
They
They're just
go and
hanging out in there.
who? The whole family or?
No, no, the kids. The kids are over there, and then they're inside that house, and they're just like
Oh, is this in the
champing it
daytime
out.
already? Oh, that's right. It takes a while for them to
Yes.
find each other. Yeah, like so they're
Yeah.
champing it out, and then this is when they have the moment, right? The two girls, like
Oh yeah.
she's wrapping her leg. I thought the boy the Brian his reaction was so funny. Like he was like he was like, what's going
Yeah.
on?
Yeah. He started to his
He's like
gaydar started going off a
he's
little
like
bit.
what? What's going on? I was like,
Hey, she's supposed to like me. What the fuck?
yeah, yeah. That's what it was. That's so funny.
She's like
This movie's
he's
funny,
like
dude.
trying. It is funny, and she's like
Uh
trying to relate to her, right? It's like he brings up the comment. She's like, "Oh, she's like, do you believe in God?"
oh yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
the kid Brian's like, "Oh yeah, 100%." And then the Audrey, his sister's like, nah, not really, but I mean, I go to church sometimes or whatever." And then the Catholic schoolgirl's like, "Yeah, I
I
have
don't
my
believe in
times
him
where I
either.
doubt it." Yeah, she
Or
basically
yeah,
like, I don't
yeah. I
really.
don't believe in him sometimes either. Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's like she
Oh,
found her more relatable than Brian at that point.
do you think Brian was just trying to impress her?
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
That was happening. Uh,
yeah,
yeah. So, I that was a great little scene. That was cool. I thought that was cool. A little LGBT representation. Never hurt
yeah,
nobody,
yeah.
you know. So,
Absolutely.
uh, then so when at what point do they find the mom? I mean the parents.
Uh, they're just so it kind of cuts to a scene where they're chilling by a window and they end up looking out the window, and then they see the parents outside, kind of like searching through through their neighbor's yard or whatever, and then they run outside and they're like, "Dad!" And they're like, "Oh, kids!" And they're like, "Oh!" And they're like screaming really fucking loud. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, what happened to being quiet? Like the whole point of not honking the horn earlier was to not lure every dinosaur within a mile radius to you
Facts,
guys.
facts. You're right. Another one.
um, um, but it ends up it's and actually it feels like they knew this because then you do hear like a loud roar of some sorts right
Mm,
after they do all this. So maybe it's not a flaw there, you
so
know what I mean?
it's just
And
they fucked up. They just fucked up.
yeah,
Mm.
they just fucked up. And so they're like, ah man, we let's all go back to our house. We have it boarded up, it's safe. We should wait it out. Let's bring the neighbor girl, the Catholic girl. And they're like, and then they hear the roar. And they're like, that's the direction of our house. So then the mom and the dad proceed to go, we'll go check it out. And the kids stay behind at the house, at the Catholic girl's house. And this part was cool. What do you think about this part, actually?
I'm trying to remember, like, so is it when they split up because the, oh, is it when they're talking and like the dinosaur is like creeping up on them?
Oh,
Or are
that's
we before that?
that's a little bit after. So this is where so they hear like grunting, right? They hear like
Oh,
roaring and
yeah,
grunt.
yeah, 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 yeah. This is what we're talking. Okay, okay, okay. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. They're. That's with the dinosaurs are having sex, right? Is that what we're talking about?
yeah,
Yeah, that was funny. Like, it kind of was like added some levity to the situation. Like, it was a sweet moment for them. She took a
also an
picture.
important plot point to the movie, funnily enough,
Oh yeah,
because of the
right.
picture.
At the end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Um.
It was more important than we thought. Than
Yeah.
I thought, you know.
Which is
So
really funny of the director to do. He's like, "Hey, let's have this point where these two giant long neck brontosauruses, like fucking like doggy style
I
on
like
top of someone's house.
I like how
Let's have
I like how they wrapped each other's neck, like the way snakes do. I thought that was cool.
oh yeah,
That was a nice
that
little
was
detail.
cool.
Yeah.
There were some kinky long necks, dude. There were some kinky bastards.
Yeah.
And so yeah, the mom's like, "Hey, Greg, take a picture," and he's like, "Why are you serious?" And she's like laughing. He's like, "What's so funny?" And I'm like, "Dude, what isn't funny? Like, look at your circumstances. This is hilarious. You guys thought that this whatever this dinosaur was gonna kill you, and it turned out to be two long neck brontosauruses fucking. Like, that's pretty
Mm,
funny."
yeah.
And but then Greg sees the humor in it after Anne Hathaway's Denise is laughing,
Yeah.
and so he amuses her, you know. He's like, okay, I'll take a picture, and he has like his bat or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And he's just like, what? How do you pose? It's like some
I don't
goofy
remember.
pose he does.
Probably a thumbs up.
It's like a thumbs up. It's like a typical pose with a bat like this, and he's just like, and then two brontosauruses in the back.
And you know it's funny because like at that point he goes, I think he goes, all right, can we get out of here now? Like or like uh
Yeah, it is something like that. Yeah,
yeah, because it's kind of like the whole time I am nervous, like they're gonna start attacking. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, are brontosaurus supposed to be like peaceful vegetarians? Would they have not
yeah.
attacked?
That's the thing that's as far as we know, yeah, they see us as like ants. They don't pay us no mind. As
Mm,
that's what's established in the bigger movie universe, right? Every Jurassic Park that we've seen and all that. They
brontosaurus
never
don't care about us. Yeah.
they don't
Okay.
yeah.
Facts. Okay.
So yeah, so that was a pretty funny scene. And
And
then they then it
after that, is that when they
they're
meet up
talking.
again? Yeah, and then the I think that's the T-Rex, right?
It's something like that. I think it's actually like an Allosaurus or something like that, but it could be a T-Rex. To me, in my nerd brain, I was like, "Oh, it's an Allosaurus," but I'm not 100%. I could be wrong.
Well, cause that was great too. Like you heard the whole theater laughing. It's like just like it was just funny. Like the dinosaur looked funny, and then it
Yeah.
creeped up on them, and then like they just start running. I like how they run in different directions. I'm like, oh, that's probably what you should do, right? Make sure that doesn't follow all of them. You know?
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah, because there's not really a strength in numbers here. Like that thing would overpower every one of them combined, is what I'm thinking, you know?
Yeah, yeah, probably. So they run away, and it first tries to attack the 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 excuse me, the son, and then
Hmm.
he runs away, and then Anne Hathaway's character Denise gets kind of stuck, like in a house, and
Hmm.
low key I felt like she could have ran like to the right, like a little bit, but
Anywhere but into a trap. Yeah.
yeah, but you know it is what it is, and then like the dad,
This this scene's cool though, because they're kind of like all fighting it together as a team,
yeah,
right? They're separated, but then they're all like doing different things to like keep the dinosaur distracted and to keep each other alive.
I agree.
And good cinematography here too, with the panning to the every point of view and just like a
Oh,
good.
this was it, right? Like where it really stood out to me, where it's like they were like on the street, right? And then this guy's running and it's attacking, and now it's focusing on Anne Hathaway running and she's running. Like that, I love that. I love that. I don't know what
Yeah,
you call that, but that was awesome. You're right.
yeah.
Um, but so this is the tragic scene, right? Like the dad comes in, tries to save Denise, and he hits the dinosaur with the hammer.
Hmm.
And the dinosaur gets pissed off, and like,
He knocks it out.
oh, that
He
was
has this
ridiculous,
little
dude.
sledgehammer,
That was
dude.
ridiculous. That was
Like
ridiculous.
what the fuck?
I was
Yeah,
like,
right.
what?
Okay. Thank you.
so
Like I
so
was just like,
well
there's no way you did that.
well,
It's
the thing is that like it was ridiculous, but then so you're just like, oh, okay, that's crazy. Like that's cheap. That was a cheap solution. But then
yeah,
it turns out that he wasn't knocked out. Like he was just knocked out for like a second. Like
yeah, it gets right back up.
it gets right back up. So it's like they tricked us. They're like, oh yeah, it's a cheap solution. Like, oh, of course. And then no, it got back up and it ate his leg, dude. That was crazy. I was like, oh my god, how are they? And I still didn't think that he was gonna get like killed because I was like,
Me neither.
because in my mind I'm like, oh no, how are they gonna deal with this now? Like he's gonna
Yeah,
not gonna
he's
have
like
him.
he's gonna have to wobble, hobble everywhere. Like, what the fuck?
How are they
And then
gonna?
like
They're gonna
literally
find a.
seconds later,
He
the
eats.
fucking dinosaur goes Wah, and like just eats him in one fucking bite. Like,
And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Like, yeah, they're not gonna deal with the like, cause you would bleed out. Like, I was like, they're not gonna deal with the dad without a leg, you know.
yeah,
They're not gonna burn his leg or whatever
yeah.
you have to do. I don't know. So that was tragic, and I was like, wow. I did feel like it kind of cheaped out at the end when it's like, okay, like they brought him back. I didn't expect that, but
I, I,
I guess it's
I,
the
I
solution.
right. I actually low-key love that because I was so fucking like devastated when they killed him off because I just didn't expect it. But it was well done.
Well,
That was
yeah.
a good.
I mean,
Yeah,
it was a relief to me too, but also it's like, you know, it is what it is. So, pretty soon, like the movie's pretty much done at this point. That was like the to me that was like the main highlight of the movie, and then from there they try to find one of those wormholes, and they do find the wormhole. I guess
yeah,
we could talk about like the moment that Anne Hathaway snaps at the sun, because it was kind of like,
yeah.
it is kind of. Well, how did you feel about it? Because I was just kind of like, damn, like he just saw
I,
his dad get killed too, you know?
Yeah, she's very like selfish for sure. Like throughout the movie, there's a lot of parts or I felt like she was such a selfish person. Um, there's a lot of things that like really made me want to dislike her. So this for sure when this scene happened, yeah, the dad died, and like, she's clearly in disbelief, like she's in complete shock. Like
Well, yeah,
we're all feeling what she's feeling. We did not think he was gonna fucking die. Like this dude just fucking knocked out a T-Rex or whatever it was with a hammer. Like what a badass, and then just
mm,
dies like that
mm,
brutally. Like probably one of the most brutal deaths in the movie, actually.
yeah, oh for sure. Um,
Uh, and so for her, yeah. So like the kids are like, mom, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Because they're freaking out. They're kids. And the mom's like, can you just shut your mouth or something like that, right?
mhm,
And
yeah, it's like did you
yeah,
not see what happened to your dad? Something like that.
yeah. And then the Brian, she says it to Brian, and Brian's looking at her like trying not to fucking burst into tears, and he's like, yeah, I did actually, or whatever. So yeah, man, that was a heavy scene. I was just
Right.
like, what a bitch.
Yeah.
Definitely what I was thinking.
Well, well, I mean, I wasn't thinking that. I was just thinking she was grieving, and it was an intense situation because like she's grieving, the kids are grieving, they're trying to deal with this
Yeah,
whole thing, and it's like
yeah,
she was in a difficult situation for sure. Uh,
yeah,
you know, but she pulled through. She was like, "We're gonna get out of here." You know, she's like she didn't give up. You know, she was the hero that she needed to be for everybody, and they found a wormhole. They went on a rooftop. They found a wormhole. They spotted
and it
where it
happened
was.
to be the librarian's house, right?
Yeah. And they went in there. And I guess we could talk more specifically of what happened there, but like it was just another dinosaur scene. Steaks. They go on the roof. They're
Yeah.
like, all right, we gotta count because it was like suspended in the air. Uh,
Mhm.
they're like, we gotta count down and make sure. I didn't expect this either. Like make sure that we get it on time. So first,
Yeah, and it counted 10 seconds,
dude,
right?
I was like, why don't you just count three? Like I was like, you're waiting too long. But the
Yeah.
girl jumps first, and she tells maybe girlfriend, I don't know. Like I'll see you on the other side or whatever, cause like the other people are overthinking it, you know what I mean? Like it's like I'm just gonna jump. That's what I would do. Uh,
Yeah, it's funny that
and
the black girl does this, right? She's like, "All right, you white people are crazy." You're like, "I'm going."
but like so okay, she goes, and then the son is like, I'll go next or whatever, and they let him go next, and then he counts,
He counts to
and
10, right? He
and
counts 10
then and
seconds.
then he falls down. That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
He
pretty funny because
he
because the portal straight up just said "fuck you" in particular because it was on a counter like it was it
no,
doing interval.
I think he counted wrong. Like he was supposed to jump before he counted.
Oh, okay. I thought he
Or
got to
maybe I'm wrong.
3. Yeah,
No.
because so first time they counted, it's 10 seconds, and then it stayed 10 seconds. It kept fucking going away after 10 seconds. So when he's about to jump, he gets up to 3. He goes 1, 2, 3, and then jumps, and then the portal's just like "fuck you" in particular, and it goes away. So he falls.
I just felt like he counted it wrong. That was my take, but
He may have.
you're probably right. I didn't really understand. Like I didn't notice it. In my heart, I was like, why is he counting to 10? Shouldn't he just count it to three? Like one, two, three. All right,
Yeah.
three is like so. It was what? Every count was like every ninth count. It would disappear or what?
On 10, so it would be there for 10 seconds, and on the 11th count, it would go away, and then it would be gone for I don't know how long, and then whenever it come back, it would be another 10 seconds or so.
Hmm. Okay, okay. So anyway, he missed it, and then I was like, oh damn, what's gonna happen now? Like I thought,
Yeah.
I thought the mom and the sister were just gonna leave or something, but no, they go
I,
down. They go
I low key, low
downstairs.
key, since the dad died, I was like, oh man, they're gonna kill Brian. I thought he was dead.
I mean, low key,
But
they
yeah.
could have just saved. They could have just got a new one at the end. Yeah, just save one more.
Yeah, can I get a
Uh,
pizza? But can you bring Brian with my pizza?
right.
Yeah.
So anyway, he fell,
He, he
broke
like
his
breaks his ankle or something.
breaks his ankle. They go back and grab him. Uh,
And then they get attacked by a pterodactyl or whatever it is, that weird flying dinosaur.
yeah, they get attacked by several of them. And they all jump at the same time, which is what they should have done, like in the beginning.
Well, well, actually, you can't forget about good old Starbuck, you know?
Oh, Starbuck came. Oh, Starbuck came and saved the day, right?
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
pterodactyls are picking up Brian. Like you think Brian's dead. This is why I thought he was dead. Like he's getting taken away by pterodactyls before the family like is able to even do
Oh
anything.
yeah.
And then the dog runs up and then straight up jumps up, bites onto the pterodactyl thing's tail or leg, I forget which, and he's just like doing what dogs do and just like shaking his head,
Mm.
trying to like rip off a piece of flesh, and it makes the pterosaur, drop Brian. And then yeah, Starbuck is the hero of the day. He survives that. Starbuck falls down and he's all good. And then smartest dog in the fucking world, by the way. Love this dog.
Well, okay, so it goes back to like why the neighbor did it too. Like in a way, she did sacrifice herself because that's the whole thing. You don't know if it's really gonna take you back or if it's just gonna disintegrate your being. You
That's
know.
true.
It
That's
was
true.
it wasn't so much that she was like, oh, forget you guys. It was more like I'm confident that it's gonna work, and I'll see you on the other side. Like that's what she was telling her girl. Like, hey, I'll see
Yeah.
you on the other side. You know. So,
And
but
I think
she
she gave them the confidence to do it themselves too.
100%, yeah. So, and then that's why she was like, all right, it's the mom was like, we're all gonna jump together, you know, at this point, you know what I mean? Like we're just gonna jump together, cause Brian's already half dead. You know, it's like we need to like go, we need to go,
Yeah.
and they went
Yeah, and
and
the dog knew exactly what to do too. The dog jumped with them. I was
dude,
like, "Oh,
that's
that's my
crazy. I did
boy."
not expect him to jump, but so when okay, so they all jumped and they end up in the pool, and I don't know, that seemed familiar, like I've seen that somewhere, but uh I love this the lady who's like, what are y'all doing in my pool? Like,
Oh yeah.
she was so funny, dude. She did such a good job. I don't know who that is, but she was hilarious. And
She was funny as fuck.
then
Yeah.
they're like, what year is it? What year is it?
Yo, yeah,
Like
what kind of a question is that?
yeah, it's 1982. Get the hell out of my pool, you crazy
They're
ass
like,
kid.
and then one of the girls is like, "Are there any dinosaurs here?" She's like, "What are you talking about?"
That's when she was like, "Get the hell out of here." And then the neighbor did show up out of like nowhere or whatever. Um,
She
so
was hiding
they,
behind the shed or whatever. Yeah.
yeah, and then she's like, "Follow me. Oh, she gotta show you something." And they went back, and they were like in the outskirts of the city, I guess.
Yeah.
And
Out on the outskirts of their neighborhood. Yeah.
right, and they were like, it's like nothing ever happened. And then she's like, I gotta go warn my parents or whatever. She goes,
Yeah.
the uh the girl's like, don't go, and then the mom's like, stop, don't leave us, we're not separating. And
Yeah.
then the neighbor leaves, and she presumably goes to warn her parents, and then uh the Anne Hathaway or Denise ends up calling. We don't know what exactly she does, but we find out that she's calling a bunch of people, letting them know what's happened. And then she call. I guess she orders a pizza. She orders a pizza
Yeah.
so that the husband comes.
The dad.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
dad comes, and then it's funny because like this is the end of the film, and like I think part of it was in the trailer where he goes, "How is that a dinosaur?" Like when so they see the world disappear, and then dinosaurs end up in their place,
Yeah.
and then you go into a montage of like Anne Hathaway, a documentary of of like all the people, what happened to all the people, and like all the people that Anne Hathaway saved,
Yeah,
and
she
they're
saves her
all
whole inner circle of people basically.
yeah,
Her
yeah,
editor, her neighbor, even though their neighbor was an asshole.
the
The
librarian.
librarian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the husband. And so this is a big to me this is the biggest deal. I was like, "What?" And so like
Yeah.
at the end of this trailer, like you see Anne Hathaway writing her novel about this, and you see that the daughter went to Cornell, and you see her and the neighbor holding hands. Um,
Yeah.
but
In the back, right?
yeah, like like they're about to have like a picnic or something. All of them as a family, and the neighbor's parents are there too. But it's also one of the like she has a twin now. Like it's two of them, two neighbors,
Yeah.
girls.
Yeah. One of the neighbor girls is with her parents, and then the other neighbor girl is holding hands with Audrey. So
Right.
it's like, whoa.
So that means that the original family of this dad like all died, or they're all went to,
Yes.
you know. So I
The
found that,
past.
and they made a point of pointing that out by including her in, like, I don't know what the director's trying to say. Like I feel like it's morally ambiguous to have stolen, to have only saved, like it's kind of
They took their dad, this universe's version of they took their father and basically were like, yeah, he's mine now.
yeah,
We
and they were,
replaced our dead dad.
and they weren't like, oh, let me save this other, like they didn't think about the other one. They don't even consider the other ones. Like they're like, oh,
Yeah.
we don't need you to get in the way. You know what I mean? You're inconvenient.
But but to be fair, I guess you could argue that they didn't necessarily know that there was another version of themselves still there in this world because they didn't even know if it was a different universe. Like maybe they thought that they just time traveled, so like they're the
Ah,
only version of themselves here.
it could be argued, but at the end of the day, like that there was
It's confirmed. It's
yeah,
confirmed with the two Catholic girls at the
yeah,
end. But maybe
yeah.
they find out after, and afterwards they're just like, "Well, what can we do?"
Well, what can you do, right? So,
But yeah, no, it is very, very morally ambiguous for sure,
um,
which is
but
cool.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting. I love time travel stuff. Like it gets complicated. Um,
Yeah.
so overall, dude, I would say I give this a solid 8. Not that I
Okay.
am anybody to grade anything, but I enjoyed it a lot. I guess the little things like that are kind of weird. Honestly, this could be a 9. Like I don't those things didn't really bother me that much. Like the little uh what do you call them, plot holes or kind of like weird writing.
Yeah,
Though
yeah, yeah.
there were few and far between anyway. Overall, I just thought it was an exciting uh, time. It was interesting. It was fun. It was funny. The acting was impeccable. The cinematography was interesting. The mise en scène was dope. Uh, yeah, I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot.
Okay,
Solid
okay.
film.
All right. And me, on the other hand, I don't know if I switched up my score too much. I think I'm still sitting at like a 6 out of 10. And for me, it's because of those same things, actually. Like, I thought the acting was good for our like veteran actors, right? We got
Mm,
Ewan McGregor, who did a great job as Greg, and Anne Hathaway killed it as Denise. I
100%.
found I found her I found her character to be completely unlikable. Like, she had one good thing when she talked back to the neighbor, but other than that, I'm like, she kept putting Greg down. Anything Greg would say, she would just shut him down and put him down, even though the only thing he was trying to do was keep everyone's hopes up, keeps everybody's spirits up in this insane situation. And she was just being a Debbie Downer the entire time. So I'm just like, this character is just insufferable. Like, and that's not Anne Hathaway's fault, obviously. That's just how that character is written.
Yeah.
And so Anne Hathaway did great for the
Yeah.
character she was given.
Right. Cause
Um,
I think you're right. Like it was kind of like she was unlikable. Yet Anne Hathaway made her likable somehow. Isn't that
at
it's
the
kind of
end,
it's
she
kind of
came
crazy.
around. She did
Yeah.
come around.
Yeah.
But for the first half of the film, I don't know, I couldn't find anything that like to make me like her character. But
Well,
but yeah, they pulled it off.
I don't think you were necessarily supposed to like her. That's
Yeah,
the
I
whole.
guess
I mean, I don't
I
know.
I, I guess you could argue that, but then they do things where like they do like she like tells off the neighbor or whatever. Actually, that's kind of like the only thing she does that was cool. So they don't want you to completely hate her, I suppose, but I definitely went into I just don't like her at all. Like, anytime she was on screen, I'm like, oh my God. Um, but yeah, she's great acting from them too. I thought the kids, I don't know if this is their first movie or if they've been in other movies or whatever. I definitely felt like their performances were a little weak, especially compared to today's standards. We have a lot of like amazing child actors, in today's world, and
Hmm.
they fell short to me. I couldn't really like get behind some of the emotions they were expressing. Like, it was very like muted. Um, for me, another thing is a lot of characters just made no sense. Like, everyone in this world seemed to be very like just like they had like zero survival instincts. Like, I couldn't get over that. Like, for me, it's like I was so taken aback, where like you have this world where like it's been 12 hours of them being in this dinosaur world. Clearly, dinosaurs have been going around, but all the neighbors, like when they finally leave the house, or all the neighbors are trying to go to work still, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what the? I'm just like, and I guess that is funny, right? It's like a humorous thing, but that's where I was confused, because like I went into this movie not expecting it to be a kids friendly like family movie based off the trailers. Like, it definitely seemed more than just that. And then it was that, like, it gives off like typical like E.T. Steven Spielberg vibes, like old school movies like that. And then it's like bloody, and I'm like, oh, so this is like an adult film. But then like they expect you to treat it like a kid's film with the logic, because nobody does anything that makes any sense. Like, okay, look, the other big thing, there's this kid, right? He's the bully. Uh, so Brian accidentally breaks his little brother's arm by like knocking him off his bike, or maybe it was on purpose or whatever. But they're in this like end world situation, and as Brian's trying to find his lost dog, the older brother comes out of nowhere, tackles him, and starts punching him and saying, "You broke my little brother's arm. I'm gonna get you." And it's like, dog, what are you doing? There's like dinosaurs like running around. You're over
Well,
screaming. Like
well,
you care
well,
more about this. And the little brother's like doesn't care. He's like, dude, he was an accident. Like I don't think he fucking tried to break my arm. Like, and so that threw me off.
well, that was the point. He was like, "What the hell are you doing? Like, just get over it. It doesn't matter. Let's go. Like, leave it alone." Like, he was just, I could see that being a thing. Like, was like, you're just overwhelmed with emotion, so you're just like still mad about that, and it was bothering him before the dinosaur, so he like, by the way, like I was watching a video, like it turned out that that kid died, like in real life. The
In
the
real
act the
life?
actor, yeah, the guy that beat up the,
Oh,
yeah, I think it mentioned it
wh-
at the end, like in memory of whoever. You can look it up. I
what
forgot.
happened to him? Holy shit.
I don't remember. I mean, we can look it up, but yeah.
Okay. That's
Uh,
sad, dude.
I mean, it
Damn.
it is because he must have been really young, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he looked young. Maybe like 16
Mm,
max. Um, Damn, that sucks. But yeah, I mean, but yeah, man. So like that threw me off. The Catholic girl running away after getting her life saved. She's
yeah.
like, "No, you guys saved my life." Like, there's too much of that kind of stuff going on, and it just kept like I didn't like it, man. Like it was just like, what is this movie? Why are these people acting like this? Like nobody has any survival skills except for like the family, the main characters. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Um,
It says Hudson Meek makes his final on-screen appearance in the end of Oak Street 2 years after dying at 16. Yeah, so this movie
yeah.
had been filmed for like back in 2024. Hudson Meek,
Hmm.
a teen actor who died suddenly at 16 in December 20, makes his final on-screen acting appearance. Meek, who made his acting debut in 2014 in a television movie titled The Santa Con, died after he sustained blunt force injuries when he fell from a moving vehicle in Alabama. So
Oh,
yeah, as multiple local news outlets reported at the time, the actor succumbed to his injuries 2 days after the incident.
Jesus.
Yeah,
That's
but
horrible.
yeah, it is. But I mean, I don't know. I don't think it really like I get it. I also thought it was crazy, but also it was just part of the conflict, of the movie.
Yeah,
It was just a way to add. I mean, could you have done without that storyline completely? Like,
absolutely.
but again, it was just going back to the theme that everybody had a secret in this family. I don't know, because
Yeah. And
the
I don't
first.
know. And I don't know. I guess you could argue it was for Brian's character development, but I feel like even his character didn't develop a whole lot. He kind of was just the same dude throughout the entire film.
Yeah, no,
If
I definitely think like there wasn't a lot of character development in general. Like it was more like family development, right? The relational
Cause
development between the characters. And
yeah,
also it really wasn't like that. I mean, that was kind of like the driving force, but it was really more about like the dinosaurs. You know what I mean? Like just the action between the dinosaurs and the creatures. It was a creature
yeah,
feature, as they say. And yeah, it was that's all it was. Like I don't think the characters were that important overall. Like in the end of the day, like it worked for me. But
right.
I think you brought up some great points though. Like that's a good point. Like everything you were saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like even the neighbor, man, everyone was like so crappy. Like the neighbor too, like he was just like angry all the time. And
Yeah.
then like the way he went out was just like, really, dude, you're gonna sit on top of your roof and shoot at dinosaurs with your 6 rounds in your revolver, like,
Yeah.
you know? Ah,
I thought it was messed up how the family was like he's an idiot. Like they couldn't empathize with him at all. Like yeah.
yeah. But at the end, I guess they did because they save him, right?
Yeah, that's they redeemed. Yeah, exactly. They
Yeah.
they redeemed themselves. But yeah, overall, I think it was solid for me. Yeah, dude, I give it 10 apes. Three monsters. Call it a day.
Better than Ape versus Monster?
Mm, maybe. Nah,
Maybe. Not
nah,
quite, right?
nah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Awesome, man.
All right,
I
call
think
it a
this was
day.
a good one though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think. Yeah, I agree. Here, I'm gonna stop recording. So everybody, like, subscribe, do your thing. Let us know what other films you want us to
And let me
talk.
know if you think I'm fucking wrong. Like if you guys disagree with my 6 out of 10, dude, shout it out.
Yeah,
That's why we do this thing.
for sure, for sure.
Or if you agree with Fredo's 8 out of 10, you
Yeah,
know?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's an opinion, right? You can do
Yeah.
whatever the you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Like,